So I bought this car about a month ago. It's a 2018 turbo, and from a guy that he put a lot of money into this car when he first got it, and then his family, they kind of switched hobbies. They were all raising kids, so he sold this thing to me. It had I don't know, 59 hours on it, less than 1,000 miles, but he put a ton of money into this thing. The shocks are the Fox Gold Series. They're like $6,500 for all four of them, and then he spent another $700 on getting them tuned. And I put a really nice roll cage on it. It's got beard seats. It's got the particle separator, the pumper. He gave me a bunch of tools. But also one of the things he did, thinking that he was doing a good thing, is he put on these new radius rods in the back, heavier duty type ones, and they came with these Heims. And I don't know if you recognize these, but they have this black plastic slot in the back, and I can't really show you with one hand because I'm holding. But what they do is when they put these things in, they turn this ball sideways, snap them in there, and then they fill it with plastic. And when that plastic starts to go, it gets old. I can show you some other ones where, if you look closely, you can see that the plastic is cracked in there. It starts to get real brittle, and then the thing comes apart. And when that came apart, it broke my of course the wheel just turned sideways, and it twisted the radius arm, or the trailing arm, and then it broke the bottom part of my shock off. So it's costing me $400 to get that shock fixed. And everybody I talked to said that these Heims, they're a piece of crap. If they've got that black slot that's filled with plastic, just get rid of them and put some JMKs in there or something. They're only like $30 a piece, and it's money well spent, because they're like racing Heims, and they'll last forever. And one other thing, it's kind of hard to show you. I'll try to. Is these radius rods that I happen to have are, kind of big and square. And actually, if you get way underneath here, you can see where let me see if you can see this. Let me get a light on it. It's kind of hard. Right here, you can see where they were rubbing on this part of the trailing arm. This is part of the trailing arm. It comes back, and it went a little bit further. I cut this off. I took a little 4-inch cutting wheel and trimmed off the corner of this, because it was scraping. Right there, you can see it. It was scraping right against the end of the radius rod, and that might have helped pull that eyelet apart. There's the Heim right there. So if you get these bigger radius rods, make sure that nothing's going on right in here, because they move up and down when you're, on big whoops and stuff like that. So just a helpful hint.